Missiles in the Red Sea, Houthis Prime Minister killed, United Nations offices raided. Yemen's Houthis are taking their war against Israel to new explosive heights, a conflict that now stretches from the Red Sea's depths to the halls of the United Nations. Here's a report.
A fireball of conflict erupts in the Red Sea. The Houthis say their missiles slammed into the Scarlet Ray, an Israel-owned Liberian-flagged tanker. Maritime officials say the strike missed. A huge splash, a deafening blast, but the Israelis say the ship pushed on. Houthis claimed another strike in the northern Red Sea on a vessel they say is linked to Israel, but the barrage didn't stop. The Iran-backed rebels fired a ballistic missile which carried cluster munitions towards Tel Aviv. Sirens howled, the region froze.
The missile force of the Yemeni armed forces carried out a significant and dual military operation using two ballistic missiles, one of them being the Palestine II cluster missile with multiple warheads used for the second time, and the other being the Dulfikar.
For the Houthis, the message is clear. The Red Sea is a battlefield, and Israeli shipping is a target. This attack comes on the heels of a stunning blow. Israeli strikes have killed the Houthi Prime Minister Ahmad Ghalib al-Rahawi and top officials in his government. The Houthis are calling them martyrs. Israel is calling it a strategic victory. The funeral turned into a defiant display of anger, and that revenge is already unfolding. Houthi fighters stormed UN offices in Sana'a and Hodeidah, seizing 11 staff members, adding to dozens of others already held. The UN is demanding their immediate, unconditional release, but the rebels insist they've exposed a web of spies masquerading as aid workers. The raid has sent shockwaves through humanitarian agencies. The World Food Programme admits its own employees are now in detention, UNICEF too. Inside Yemen, the public is agitated. People call the strike that killed the Prime Minister cowardly and brutal, and condemn the celebrations after a comedian danced online as news of the death broke. The rhetoric is white hot. Houthi leaders accuse Israel of savagery. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu fires back, warning the rebels will pay a heavy price. The Houthis control northern Yemen and since October have launched wave after wave of missiles and drones towards Israel. Now they are hitting tankers, detaining aid workers and vowing escalation. Yemen is already locked in a decade-long civil war. But the Red Sea has become a new flashpoint in the Israel-Gaza war, a front where every missile, every raid and every death ripples far beyond the shores of Yemen.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.